Hustle and tussle talking sport. We are here with Mr. Cowboy today. Obviously, we want to talk about one of the big fights that have recently been announced. There was a press conference the other day. It is Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz. Tell me how excited you are for Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz.
This fight is very intriguing fight, and I'm sorry for this fight. It's a long way, but let's be honest,
12 weeks, isn't it?
12 to 12 weeks, like long camp podcast got, and hopefully this be the excited fight because with Jake Paul, he brings a lot of attraction from boxing since ever he started. Fights with Jordan Woodley, Anderson Silva was really big. Even Tommy Fury fight was massive, and with Nate Diaz, he's MMA legend. Like even though he never won a world title, he's MMA legend already. And this fight is very exciting, and I'm looking forward to
It's
it.
a fight everyone called for. You remember before Jake Paul fought Tommy Fury when he's fighting MMA fighters. This is one of the MMA fighters I want to see him up against, and now everyone's got it. So exciting time, isn't it?
Sorry, Tom, because when Nate Diaz was released from UFC, when he, when he finished the contract, this fight was always like in the making, and even when Tommy Fury fight happened, whatever the result was, this fight was always gonna happen. After. So finally, it's official. It's a good fight, for boxing fans, and it's really entertaining fight.
Obviously, Nate Diaz is coming off a win, which is obviously very good. Every fighter for the confidence needs to come off a win. Obviously, that's going to be big for him. Right, Jake Paul, what's your thoughts on the attention he's bringing? Like even the Misfits fight that's happening this Saturday. Obviously, that fight is very big, but because of Jake Paul, isn't it? And Jake Paul, his events are big because of Jake Paul. I'll talk about the attraction he brings to the sport.
The attraction Jake Paul brings to the sport is based on like it's like KSI's fighting. You want to know who will he fight next. And when Jake Paul fight you want to know who will fight next. Because this been going on since like 2018 when KSI fought Logan and Jake fought Deji. Like since then, rivalry's been going on. So uh, that's why
Even
both.
the stuff Jake Paul does for women boxing, that is big. Obviously, with Amanda Serrano. Also, his big fight in Saudi Arabia. Cristiano Ronaldo's there. You never see Cristiano Ronaldo at boxing events, and he was actually at that one.
Cristiano Ronaldo, look, as far as I've been watching boxing, he never came to any boxing match. Cristiano Ronaldo, and next minute is at Jake Paul's fight. And I mean, Jake Paul was saying it, I didn't believe it, but next minute he was there. And that's possible. Ronaldo's a massive name, big football for many years 15, 20 years. And he was at the fight. So
Obviously, that fight was against Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury's got a good win. What do you think, Tommy Fury? What would obviously as a fan? What would you like to see personally? What fight would you like to see Tommy Fury against next?
uh,
Sol Pappy's been calling him out. KSI's been calling him out.
I'd like to see probably if it's not Jake Paul rematch, which they talked about. Obviously, I'd like to see a fight with KSI because in UK that is massive fight. It's like stadium fight, Tommy Fury KSI, and they both have a big fan base following social media. So it's an interesting fight. KSI has a good chance in the fight, but obviously maybe Tom Fury will be favorite and people favor him, but KSI, we see what he could do when he fights a good fight in Giovanni, but that Tommy Fury vs KSI fight is a massive fight
Why is this Misfits show the biggest show? You'd say.
because you can see it in undercard as well. Like Soul Puppet fought an undercard with Anthony Taylor, and that's his biggest toughest test. You could see with KSI is toughest test. KSI fought last a fight was Face Temper. Before that was Pineda and Swarms. But this is toughest test. He's fighting guy who's WBA international light heavyweight champion, and that speaks volumes. He got in the ring, and they're gonna have a big fight. And so this is biggest misfits without doubt of the year, 100%.
And obviously, back to Jake Paul. What is your prediction for the Nate Diaz fight?
This fight could go either way because Nate Diaz has a lot of experience, but Jake Paul close experience with his hard work, and at the end of the day, Jake Paul, when he fought Anderson Silva, I didn't thought he'll win, and he proved his boxing skill. He went up against the biggest striker in MMA history. Like Anderson Silva is the guy that had four boxing matches, and he won like three already. So it's interesting. I'll have to favor Jake Paul on points.
I'm going to go Jake Paul with a tight points decision victory. I think Jake Paul edged the fight 5 rounds to 3, and obviously it's going to be an exciting fight. It's going to be a war in there, and obviously I look forward to that fight. And obviously this has been Hustle and Tussle talking sport, discussing the Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz fight and everything in influential boxing. Thank you for watching this video and give us your thoughts about this.